Hello, I am Dheeraj Babu, working as assistant professor in the CSE department in SRK Engineering College, Bhimavaram. Today's lecture, the subject Internet of Things. We can discuss the topic logical design of Internet of Things. It refers to an abstract representation of the entities and processes without going into the low-level specifics of the implementation. In this lecture, we can discuss the functional blocks of an IoT system and communication models. Now we can the IoT functional blocks. An IoT system comprises a number of functional blocks that provide the system capabilities for identification, sensing, excitation, communication, and management. We can find these details in the diagram. These function blocks contains six parts. First one, device, communication, services, management, security, and applications. Now we can discuss device. An IoT system comprises of devices that provide sensing, excitation, monitoring, and control functions. Now communication. The communication block handles the communication for the IoT system. Here we can learn the various protocols. So those are providing the communication for IoT system in the latter topics. Services. An IoT system uses various types of IoT services, such as services for device monitoring, device control services, and publishing services, and services for device discovery. Next to management. Management functional blocks provides various functions to govern the IoT system and security. The security functional blocks provides the security to the IoT system by providing functions such as authentication, authorization, message, and content integrity and data security. Final one is the application. IoT application provides an interface that users can use to control and monitor the various aspects of the IoT system, and also applications will provide to the users. It allows to view the system status and view or analyze the processed data. We can discuss the IoT communication models. There are four types of models. First one, request response. Second one, publish subscribe. Third, push pull. And finally, exclusive pair communication model. Now we can request response communication model. It is a communication model in which the client sends a request to the server and the server responds to the request. Here, when the server receives a request, it decides how to respond by fetching the data, retrieves resources representations, and prepares the response and then sends the response to the clients. And the request response model is a stateless communication model, and each request response pair is independent of others. Here we can observe the diagram client server, and the client can send request to server, and also server sends the response to the client along with the resources. Now we can publish subscribe communication model. It is a communication model that involves publishers, brokers, and consumers. There are three words here. Here, publishers are the sources of the data, and publishers send the data to the topic. And what do you mean by the topic? Here, the data from the sensors which are sent to the cloud, those are called as topics. And these topics are managed by the broker. Now, publishers are not aware of the consumers. Here consumers are nothing, subscribers. Subscribers means the persons who want to seek for some data in cloud or in the broker sites. No consumers. Here consumers are subscribers to the topics which are managed by the broker. Here whenever the broker receives data for the topic from the publishers, it sends the data to all the subscriber consumers. Here we can see the diagram publisher and broker and consumers. Here publishers send the data from the sensors as topics to publish to the broker. Now broker will receive all those topics and those topics are published to the consumers. Here the consumers can subscribe to some particular channels. Those channels are also maintained by the broker. We can discuss about the push-pull communication model. It is a communication model in which the data producers push the data to the queues and the consumers pull the data from the queues. Here producers do not need to know about the consumers. Here queues help in decoupling the messages between the producers and consumers. Here queues also acts as buffers, yes, which helps in a situations when there is a mismatch between the rate at which the producers push data and the rate at which the consumers pull the data. Here in this diagram, we can see the publisher sends message to the queues, and there are some various queues, and each queue assigned to some consumers. Now, consumers can easily get data from the queues. Now, we can final communication model exclusive pair. Exclusive pair is a communication model. It is a full duplex communication model, and it is a bidirectional model that uses a persistence connection between the client and server. That means once the connection is set up, it remains open until the client sends a request to close the connection. Here, client and server can send messages to each other after the connection set. And here, exclusive pair is a stateful communication model, and the server is aware of all the open connections. Okay, this is about the logical design of basic functional blocks.